Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to the series 3 Days with FREIDA McFADDEN. I mean, not all of this will be series, but this is the beginning of the series where I spent 3 days with the books of one author which I or you will choose. The first one is FREIDA McFADDEN, I think one of the most popular authors of the thrillers now. I've read only one book of her, in the past. It's of course The Housemaid, the first volume, the first part, and I was amazed how this author is writing in very engaging way and that you really want to know what's going to happen and you are not bored even a second when you are listening or reading to her books. And in these 3 days I want to spend as much time as possible with her books. I think that the beginning of the autumn now is perfect time to do that. I have to tell you that it's 9:30 in the morning and I already listened to 46% of the audiobook of her book, which is of course The Housemaid Secrets. No, The Housemaid Secret. I think that this is the appropriate title. I'm planning, of course, to end this book today with the audiobook because I have some stuff to do and it's always much easier and much more fun doing normal stuff while listening to the audiobook. But for now, I just want to say that I really missed her style of writing and I missed this character. In the second book, she's irritating me a little bit, and I've heard that the second volume is like copy-paste of the first one, but for now I don't think so. I get it why somebody could say that or think that. I don't know what will be at the end, so maybe the solution for whole mystery and the whole clue will be the same, but I don't think so. Yeah, so we will see, but for now I don't know when this time passed and that I am I'm ending the first half of the book. I don't know when that happened. I was in the train and I was listening to it, but it was so fast. These books are very fast, so... I finished The Housemaid Secret and of course I am not that smart as I thought that I am. FREIDA McFADDEN does it to you, that when you lose a focus for even a second, then you don't know what's the solution. You think that you know, but you don't know. And that was also the case. I lost my focus. I was not paying attention enough for some things, some characters, some situations which happened, and after that it makes sense that this is the solution, not the other one. So I am satisfied thanks to The Housemaid's Secret, and it didn't matter for me that it's quite similar to the first one, with the whole storyline, but it's also the case, right? Because Millie does what she does, so this is the case. I'm thinking how it will be in the third one, but this is not the story which I want to start next. I think so, maybe it will change, but for now I want to start Teacher. I think that one of her newest books, oh my god, she looks like that. I didn't know how she looks. So this is from 2024. Her chapters are really short, so that's good when you are just reading and not only listening to the audiobook. So this is my next pick. I'm quite curious how it will be. Sorry for the sirens outside, because it will be my first book of her which is not from the series of Millie Calloway. I'm quite curious if I will see some similarities in the plotline and, for example, in the characters, which will remind me of The Housemaid Secret or just The Housemaid. We will see. Hi everyone, with my dog, my little Hawking. Hawking is also saying hi to you. Oh, hello! Hello! Yes! He's so cute. But you can see that there is no natural light and there are two options. Option number one is that it is very early in the morning and that I need additional lighting. Sorry for him. And the option number two is that it's quite late and this is why I need additional lighting. Three seconds for you to decide. Yes, this is option number 2. Unfortunately, it's after 10 p.m., so it's not early hour, and it left only less than 2 hours of the day. I'm not going to force myself to stay up until midnight because I had quite a lot of stuff to do today. I had plans, and I also woke up quite later than I expected and planned the day before because my body really craved for a rest and I wanted to give him it the proper rest. So for now I'm planning to, oh my god, start. I'm just starting the new book, okay? It's not continuation. I'm starting the book which I showed you yesterday, The Teacher of FREIDA McFADDEN. Hello, hello, hello. I'm not forcing myself, and I will finish it tomorrow, and probably tomorrow also I will read another book because tomorrow I'm planning to wake up early, and I think that it will be possible. 22, and this is the time where I start with some little bit of snack, of course. Okay, the first sentence. Digging the grave, it's a hard work. I just have to believe it because I'm not planning to do that. Hello, welcome to the day number 3 with FREIDA McFADDEN, and I have to tell you that I really didn't expect this kind of things to happen when I started to record this video, because during these 3 days I had the invasion of insects in my kitchen, and there was a lot of them, and I spent many hours trying to get rid of them. I had really early wake up on Monday, and today even earlier, because my dog started to speak to me on 5 a.m. in the morning. I mean, I was planning to wake up early, but I was thinking more 6 than 5, so I've got some kind of the 5 hours of sleep during night and 1 during the morning after the walk with my dog, because he really badly needed to go outside. I decided to spend more time on The Teacher by FREIDA McFADDEN, and I've managed to read some pages, but then I fell asleep because I was so tired for 1 hour, so not very much time for reading. I don't know what will be in the next few hours. The very optimistic scenario is to read as much as possible this book till my commute to my family town. I'm currently on the chapter number 11 on page 68. Not very big progress, I have to tell you, but I can tell you some things about this book, because from now I've noticed that we've got 2 POVs. One, the POV is from the perspective of Eva, Eve, the teacher. She is married to also the teacher at the same school. The other character is student, and this is Adi, who is 16, and we don't know a lot of information about her from her past, but we know that something happened in the past. We are starting to know it better with the next chapters, and I now quite have an idea what might happen or what other people think happened, because she's not very liked at her school and people avoid them. Other students avoid them, and our main female adult character, which is of course the teacher Eve, she also doesn't like Adi, and I quite now don't know why, but she's got lessons with her. For now, one chapter is from the POV of Eve and the other one is from the POV of Adi, and from now I can tell you that I like Adi probably it was the point of FREIDA McFADDEN while starting this book to like her. I don't know what will be in the future, but for now I like this character. And the other character, Eve, no. For now, I don't have positive emotions for her. She really doesn't like her husband, and I've got the feeling that she's very jealous that her husband is so attractive and so liked by the other students, and she thinks that she's the opposite. I mean, other students don't like her, but I don't know what about her attractiveness, because we have this information only from her point of view. But I assume that this is not the most important thing. The most important thing from now, from her private life, is that her husband is crush for many students, and we know that something in the school happened in the past between the student and the teacher. So that's everything what I know from these few pages and few chapters. I will see what will be in the next section, but for now I can tell you that I like this book, I mean the beginning of the book, more than the Housemaid's Secret, because it's something fresh, it's something new, and something that really fits the current time in which I live, because September is always the beginning of school. I mean, not for me anymore because I'm on the studies, but I really have some kind of nostalgia to this month because of that. You read it very fast. I was extremely tired at the morning, and I think that I've read even more pages of this book than I would probably do with the other one. I mean, any other, probably, like, not you know what I mean. I'm sorry, but my brain is very distracted and very tired, so I can say a lot of not very you see, I don't even know what I can tell. I can tell many things which you may not understand, but I will try to say it as clear and as understandable as possible. I've got 20 minutes to read, because after that I have to go to the vet. So enjoy for me and for you, because I will probably record it. Hi, as you may see, it's the next day, so it's the fourth day. So I can't tell now 3 days with FREIDA McFADDEN, because I want to answer the question, did I manage to read 3 books during these 3 days of the one author? No, unfortunately not. Yesterday I fell asleep much faster than I thought I would. It was, I think, even 10 p.m., but I was very tired after yesterday's day. But today I managed to read. Sorry, I didn't manage to write. I managed to read some of it, and I don't want to end this video with you without showing you another books. I mean, not the only one which I managed to listen through, but I want to also finish this one. It won't, I mean, I can't tell now that it's 3 days with FREIDA McFADDEN, because it will be more days. I think that during today I will end this thing. For now I can tell you that I like it a lot. Now we are knowing more things about 2 of the characters. I'm trying to understand Eve, so the teacher, more. I can now, with this little bit more information about her life, understand her actions, but I can also easily feel that somebody doesn't like her, like Addie, so our second main female character. But now we've got more things from Addie's past, and this is the opposite thing. We've got more informations which are not good for her character and for her past. But of course, I know that with FREIDA McFADDEN, anything is black and white, so something is behind it, and I really want to read until I see what the hell is going on. There is a Polish accent, which is very great. I always feel very happy and so satisfied when I see some Polish accents in books that are not by the Polish authors, because it's always nice. I mean, it's not in a very positive light, but not in also like the bad one. For now, maybe it will change, because she reminds us quite a lot that one character has Polish roots. We will see what will be with this. Oh my god, something very, 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 very bad happened. I quite didn't expect that, but at the same, I knew. But I didn't expect to read these words. I really don't want them to happen, and it's disgusting. I'm reading The Teacher, and I so freaking hate this character. Like, really, I've got less, I think, or something about 100 pages to end this story. And this is quite different than normal thrillers or the thrillers which I know from FREIDA McFADDEN. Of course, I didn't read a lot of them. I just know, for now, the Housemaid series. But this one is so different. It's disgusting. One character is like extremely bad person. And it's very interesting that this author can make this kind of triggers in her readers and also make him and her or them feel this so very intense emotions. Like, this is only a thriller, and I every time has some kind of very big emotions to one of the characters. I think one, but this one is like at the top of triggering me and feeling a lot of bad things. I really wish this character all the worst. And I will be devastated if the ending will be different than what I think. I mean, how this character will end. Because if everything will be fine for this character, it will be tough, but I hope not, because her thrillers are also some kind of the good wins and the bad loses. And I hope that this one will be the same. Here happens a lot of bad things which normally have like place in normal world, and it's good that she is not in a very strict and very simple way gives us the social comment, because we can have some kind of reflection while reading her books, and not only like feeling like some kind of fear and being a little bit afraid or trying to solve the mystery and find a solution, but also we think that, oh my god, it could be true. Now everything makes sense. Oh my god. I could figure this out. We had the clues, but I didn't match them. This is how she's taking care of the details. Epilogue? What? It's epilogue? Oh my god. Wait, I think that something that I thought will happen is happening. I finished the book and I don't think that I was prepared for this. No, this is not what I thought. What? I don't think if I like it. I don't know if I like what happened at the last page. I don't think so. Well, so I just ended it, and of course I'm freshly after finishing the last pages, and my opinion on that can be a little bit exaggerated, of course, because I'm still in shock and still in these emotions. But I have to tell you that this is one of the best thrillers which I've read, and in my opinion, it's at least 2 times better than Housemaid and Housemaid Secret. Of course, I've read Housemaid like a while ago, but I don't remember that I had this kind of emotions here. Housemaid, she's also doing that, like taking care of a very fragile situations and relationships. But here, when I thought that I know everything, then comes the last page, literally the last page, and it changes like your view for many things. Now I feel that I don't know everything and that I'm very stupid. I mean, I couldn't come up with that. And I don't know if I like it. I felt like for the half of the book while reading that, I felt disgusted by a character. And this is very impressive how big and huge emotions FREIDA McFADDEN can make me feel while reading her books. Because this what happened here is unique. It's not very often that I feel this kind of emotions while reading the books, especially thrillers, which should be more like just some kind of entertainment while finding the solution for a problem and for the mystery. But here, her thrillers are more than that. And I'm so grateful that I read this, not listened to the audiobook. I really recommend you to do the same. And from 3 books that I've read by FREIDA McFADDEN, this is the best one for now, for sure. I want to start also The Inmate, her other thriller, which I heard that is not that good, but I also heard that this one is not the best one, and I absolutely disagree with that. But for sure, find somewhere in the internet trigger warnings. I'm not gonna tell you them because it will be a spoiler. So please search for the trigger warnings for this book if you think that you may be very fragile or just can't handle reading about some kind of situations which are very inappropriate. Oh my god, I won't stop thinking about this book for a very long time. If you like The Housemaid, I think that this one you would love. Hello everyone, as you can see we've got the new day and this video is quite longer than I thought it will be. I mean, while recording this, but I finally can tell you that I finished The Inmate by FREIDA McFADDEN. And about this book, I don't know if this is the case that I've read too many books of FREIDA McFADDEN at the same time, or this is just the case of this book. But I wasn't as thrilled and as amazed while reading The Teacher, but still I think that it might be better. I mean, for sure it's better than The Housemaid Secret. So this one is in the middle of our 3 books that we've read during this video, but I've got this very intrusive thoughts telling me that The Housemaid, like the series, these 2 books are the worst of which I've read of FREIDA McFADDEN for now. Of course, maybe some other parts of this series will change, but we won't find it on this video. For this video, I want to tell you a little bit about The Inmate, because this is the book from completely different universe. We've got new characters, new place and new plot, which is going on right there. So we've got our main character, which is Brooke. She's the only parent, so she doesn't have the father near her to help her while raising the child. He is Josh and he's 10 years old, and they were living in the New York, I think, for quite a long time, but she has to go to her hometown, which she left 10 or 11 years ago. So she wasn't there for a very long time, and this is of course the small town when everybody knows them. So she's got the new job in this town. She's a nurse, and she is hired as a new nurse in the prison, and in this prison is also a man who was trying to her this decade ago. But oh my god, we've got 2 plot lines. The one is happening currently in the time where she's going back to this town, and the other one is happening in the past, which is also, I think, that the good thing to do. Through the whole book, you can't trust anybody. You can't trust the main character, you can't trust the side characters, and you can't trust the narrator. I was very open-minded. I was like, okay, I think that I know what's happening, and then I thought, no, this is like too early to know what happened these years ago and what is happening right now. And I'm not sure, and when I found out what's happening, I was like, oh my god. And then I found out that this is also not the truth. So many things happening there that at the end, when we finally get the answer, what the hell had happened, I don't trust this answer. And I was waiting for the moment to find out that this is also not the truth, and that truth is something completely different. When I think about it, of course, it makes sense. And when I try to think what clues she gave us, they are like, okay, they were there, but they were not the clues which we noticed. I mean, she knew that we wouldn't notice them. So yes, I was surprised when I found out what happened, but at the same time I was like, not like, oh my god, okay, that makes sense. I was like, that makes sense, but I'm not sure if this is what I wanted. And after like FREIDA McFADDEN playing with her readers in this book for many times, I don't even know what I thought I'm waiting for. So I was like, okay, this is the ending. And like, I'm okay. That was the good book, like happening in a small town. So of course the folk which I really like. The main character, the Brooke, irritated me quite a lot of times. She trusted too many characters for too many times, and when she finds out that I shouldn't trust this person, she's still trusting this person, and this is like many things happening there. But it was a good book. It was a good thriller, but I think that my hopes after the teacher were too high a little bit, because this book was very, very good. For sure, I can tell you that the best was the teacher, the second one was inmate, and the worst, I mean, this book is not bad, but it was, yes, after I thought about it, it was quite copy-paste with some changes from The Housemaid. When I've read other books of FREIDA McFADDEN happening in different timelines and in different places with different characters, I can see many similarities for the in the second part to the first part in the Housemaid series. But still, I understand them. It's just that I really craved for something new and something shocking, and the teacher for sure and the inmate also gave me that. For sure, I want to continue the Housemaid series and see other books of FREIDA McFADDEN. It's week. I've read this book during a week, I think even 8 days. So for sure, I didn't pass the challenge to read 3 books of FREIDA McFADDEN in 3 days, but you can write me in the comments which author you want to find in this series, and maybe it will be the next one, which I will try to read 3 books in 3 days, and of course tell you what I think about them. So please feel free to let me know in the comments, and if you like this video, please leave thumbs up and subscription on this channel to be updated all the time what's happening there. You can be sure that the next one will be weekly reading update, and no, it won't only be about the FREIDA McFADDEN books, because I finished some other also, but you will find it in the next days or in the next video. So thank you very much for staying on this channel and staying on this video. I hope that you really liked it, and see you in the next one. Bye, and read FREIDA McFADDEN.